Hello. Today we have another marvelous book. This is from Cheri J. Minus, and it is titled Cool Down and Work Through Anger. So, when we look at this front cover picture, we see a few kiddos playing. So, kids at play. And there's one of them who doesn't look happy. He's actually upset. He's mad. Looks like he's not invited to play. Although he asked to play, he wasn't allowed to play. So let's find out what we can do during such situations. Cool down and work through anger. Is it the same as calming down? How do we cool down? I like to feel in charge of some things. We all do, especially our toys. We like to feel in charge. So there he is. There's another guy here in his room. It looks like he's on his tablet. There's one here. This is the same kiddo who wanted to play. He's also in his room and looks like he's touching his trucks and cars. I might feel sad or frustrated when things don't go my way, or when I can't have or do something I want. So over here, we see this little guy. He wants to play. He says, "Can I play too?" And one of his friends or classmates said, "No, we don't know what happened prior. Probably he broke one of their toys, or there was a problem during the previous play. It could be days ago. But unfortunately, his classmates or friends do not want him to join them in play at this point. If I might feel hurt, or I might feel hurt if someone doesn't show respect, and that's exactly what is happening here. So we learn to show respect at an early age, and when we grow up, we it gets stuck with us. So over here, she is getting a drink of water from the water fountain. But that's a line. His friends are waiting to have a turn. But it looks as if one, she's wasting water. Two, she's not even mindful of the fact that she's also wasting time because it looks like they are in a classroom or school setting. And three, she's not showing respect by just playing when really they want to drink water. So over here, they may, or one of them may feel upset. He or she will have to speak to teacher, tell teacher about it. It's not okay for any one of them to push or kick or hit her. I may feel angry too. I might have to, I might have a hot face, a fast heartbeat, or loud breathing. These are things that show when we are feeling mad. So these are some of the symptoms. Things that we do or things that show on our bodies that let people know that we are feeling mad. So our muscles will be tensed. That's why we tend to be rigid. So we don't even want to, our minds are actually rigid because sometimes when we are mad, we just stay in the same position. Especially my kiddos, we just stay in the same position and no, because we are stuck on that mindset, whatever we wanted, and we don't want to change our minds. So even when mommy is saying, "No, I'll get it for you next time, not today." No, no, we want it now. So our bodies are actually tensed up, and um, we may get red, we may yell, we may scream, we may hit, push, kick, bang doors, or just ignore. It all shows that we are upset, but is it worth it? Is it worth hitting someone? Is it worth yelling? Does that help solve the situation? Does it make the situation better or worse? That's one thing I always ask my kiddos. Did it help? What else could we have done? Or what could we have done to save the situation? So sometimes I feel like exploding with my hands, feet, or mouth. So we think of it, but thinking of doing something and actually doing it are two different things. But hitting, kicking, and using mean words can hurt people and their feelings. That's not okay. So we see a red line across all these behaviors. And so this means these behaviors are not acceptable. We can't do these things. Losing my temper won't help me or anyone else. It can cause more anger and hurt. That's right. Because when we kick or push someone because we're feeling mad, they may push us too. Then there will be chaos. We may also get in trouble. That's when we have a time alone, the timeouts, or a time of reflection. We may have that alone, and most of us don't really like that. It is a good thing though. Sit and think about your behaviors and make better choices. Keeping my anger shut inside me won't make things better either. When I keep my anger shut inside me, it won't make things better. We know now that it's not okay to hit or yell, but when we just keep quiet, it doesn't help because that anger is still in us. So, what can we do to cool down? All of my feelings are okay. The anger, the sadness, the silliness, the excitement, they're all okay because feelings come and go, they vary. We never know what they will be, but we want to be able to manage the negative feelings such as anger and sadness because they may cause us to do certain things. All of my feelings are okay. I can admit when I feel angry, I feel mad. He's thinking about that. I can learn from my anger and find a way to work through it. So that's what he's thinking, even at the water fountain. What can we do to make it better? First, I can take some deep breaths or count to 10 to calm down. I can stop and think before I say or do something I may feel sorry about later. So we want to stop taking our deep breaths, count to 10, and think about what we're about to do before we are sorry about it. Because if we do things that do not make the situation right, we will be sorry because we might get in trouble. I can cool down, he told himself. But how? How can we cool down? So over here, cool down is the same as calming down. I have lots of ways to cool down. I might go somewhere quiet to relax and think. I can draw or make things, read a book, or sing a song. So there are so many things we can do. Over here looks like they're having a picnic outside and it's lots of fun. We get some of the energy out. Look here, he's on a swing. Mommy is reading a book. Daddy and the guys are playing. So this is good. I might also run or play outdoors or spend time with other people. That's exactly what they're all doing. When I feel calm, I can think more clearly. I may think about my part in the problem and what I can change. What can I do? What can we do? What can we do? So, whenever something happens and it's making us mad or angry, let's think about it. What can I do to help the situation? So he realized he can blow bubbles. We can get a bubble liquid bottle and blow some bubbles. In this way, we are bringing out all the negative emotions because we're going to blow it out hard and loud. And you're having fun while doing that because you will be blowing bubbles. But in essence, you will be getting down the anger. Thus, you cooling down. Thinking things over with somebody I trust may help me understand and work through my anger. This is very true. So over here, this guy is talking to mommy or teacher, a trusted adult. I can also talk calmly with the person who was there. So these two were the ones who seemed to be disagreeing because she said no when he asked to join them. So now the two of them are talking and probably he did something to her prior. That's why she didn't want him to join them in play. So each one of them is listening to the other. I can show respect as I tell how I feel and what I want. I can also listen and try to understand the other person's view. Very important. We want this. We want things done our way, but it is respectful and very important that we also listen to what the other person has to say. This way we can make peace. When I've been angry, and I've said or done something unkind, I can say I'm sorry. It won't happen to to it won't help to blame anyone else. So it will not help to blame anyone, and we know that. I'm sorry. So now he said he was sorry. So this means something happened prior. That's why the girl didn't want him to join. So once he said he was sorry, she also said, me too. And this is so forgiving of each other. I can be patient and forgive people. I can remember that everyone makes mistakes sometimes. So we all make mistakes sometimes, but we want to try as much as possible to make better choices. We learn from our mistakes. And once we say sorry, we know what that means. So it's not wrong or it's okay to make a mistake, but we want to try as much as possible to think of making the right choices first. So we ask ourselves, will the choice we are about to make, the thing we are about to say or do, will it make the situation better or worse? If it's going to make it worse, don't do it. When I can't change something, I can choose to accept it and make the most of it. So it's raining. Remember, there are things we cannot change, like the weather, our rules, the instructions from trusted adults. We cannot change those things. We cannot stop the rain, but we can enjoy it and have fun in our homes when we plan to have a picnic outside and it started pouring. So look here, mom and dad had a plan B and an option for them. And there they are having fun at the comfort of their homes. I can look for the best in everyone. That means being positive. Changing the way I think about someone can change the way I feel. Remember, it's first a thought, and then you start feeling either positive or negative about the person. So we want to blow away all the negative thoughts or emotions, blow them in a balloon and let them fly away. That's what I usually do. I can find a way to get along. I can find a way to get along. When I cool down and work through my anger, I can feel peaceful again. So, this is what I've always been saying. It feels good not to hurt people's feelings because you will feel at peace, and that's very important. So, now they are back to playing all together again, and everyone is feeling at peace or peaceful. So, this brings us to the end of our reading. And again, it says cool down. So we realize that cooling down is same as calming down, whichever way you want to say it. It's stopping, taking the time to stop when we're feeling upset, mad, angry, when we want to yell, when we want to hit, push, kick someone. This is time to stop, taking your deep breaths, as many as you can. Count from 1 to 10. After you're done taking the deep breath, if um, after you're done taking the deep breaths, if you still feel a little mad, go ahead and do it over and over and over again. Then you are ready to talk to a trusted adult. And we know that at school, the trusted adult is your teacher who is in your classroom, or a teacher who is outside your classroom with a badge on. Because every teacher is required to wear a badge. So make sure that you see a badge because we don't want to be talking to strangers. We want to be safe even while we seek help. Okay? Because remember, one of the rules of mom and dad is not to talk to strangers. So we want to be safe while we even try to cool down. So we want to also take the time to listen to the other person's view. Maybe you hurt them too, and we can say sorry to each other and then have our peace of minds and join in the play again. That's all we want to do. Just cool down and have fun. We also want to use our words. Very important. We cannot just bottle everything inside. It's okay for you to speak up or speak out. It's okay. But we want to do that in a respectful way. We don't want to hurt other people's feelings because we're feeling mad. That would not be fair. And remember one thing, it's okay to be angry or mad, but it's not okay to stay angry. It's not okay. So it's okay to be angry, but it's not okay to remain angry. We want to calm ourselves down. All right, so I will come again next time. Until then, let's stay safe and do our breathing exercises to cool down and count to 10 and talk to a trusted adult and interact respectfully with everyone, especially our friends and the trusted adults in our lives. Thank you and have a wonderful day.